ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Delohe with Mentoring for Free, and we're here to expose the biggest scam in network marketing. And ladies and gentlemen, that is buying leads. 96% of your group will be part-time people, and I can promise you part-time people cannot do this. I want you to hear from a few people that have spent thousands, literally the people on the call over $100,000 invested in leads. And with that, I'd like to introduce Rob Kenyon from Colorado. Rob?
Yeah, I started in February of 2006. My average investment per month buying leads was $2,000. I averaged 5 new distributors every month. I only have 8 of those people left in my downline. Of those 8, there are only 4 that are investing $1,500 per month or more. They have signed up a total of 5 new people, none of whom are duplicating what they have done as far as buying leads. Basically, a $50,000 investment in leads, about $400 per sponsored individual. New income from sponsoring, a total of a loss of over $25,000.
Thank you, Rob. Next is going to be Judy Sheehan from Canada. Judy?
I spent over $10,000 buying leads, and I paid anywhere from $1 to $15 per lead, and I bought from several different brokers. I learned the scripts, I made the calls, and I sponsored 150 people, but I wasn't able to sponsor anyone who could duplicate what I was doing. I have no income today from my efforts of purchasing and working leads. I also bought autoresponder leads at $250 a month for 6 months to put into a so-called system that sent emails to these leads, another $1,500 spent with zero response.
Judy, thank you. Sarah Thompson from New Hampshire.
I spent $22,500 over a 4.5-year period on co-op advertising, funded franchises, guaranteed referrals, funded sponsoring, and buying leads from my personal sponsor, the owner of the lead company. Did 125-plus calls a day, 7 days a week for 90 days straight. Put forth full-time effort. Results, commissioned $5. Never received a check. They don't send $5 checks. Results, sponsored no one. Residual income, zero.
Sarah, thank you very much. The next is Mary Guerrilla from New York. Mary?
In my last company, I was not a paid lead. I was my upline's warm market. From April 2006 to July 2007, I spent $4,800 on leads that I bought at 50 cents to $15 a lead, some for the interviewed quality leads and even video leads. I called 100 to 150 leads a day, and I did enroll about 35 part-time people. However, 16 dropped out. I double-booked appointments 7 days a week and worked over 10-hour days. I have nothing to show for it, and nobody duplicated this system. I have no income today from my downline.
Mary, thank you. Next we have Bob and Anna Bassett from Canada. Bob?
Thanks, Michael. Over a period of about 11 months, we spent $11,000 on leads. We maxed out our credit cards a couple times, remortgaged our home. We were making about 100 calls a day. We talked to people who had no clue at all why we were calling or how we got their names. We got to talk to cats and cons and corpses and casino Casanovas. And many of the humans that we talked to were abusive and rude. They thought nothing of swearing at us or hanging up on us. Now, in our best month, we sponsored 14 people and couldn't even find them the next week. We made no money at all from those leads, but we spent plenty. But the most infuriating part of the whole thing was finding out that our sponsor was making large commissions from our purchases of leads, and he wasn't even using the leads himself.
Bob, thank you much. Bob from Canada. Next is going to be Doug Carneth from Minnesota. Doug?
Thanks, Michael. This isn't not only pathetic, but it's pretty embarrassing. In 7 months, I spent $8,842 buying leads, subscribing to website capture pages, paying for lead call training, the CDs, scripts, and online seminars. I bought targeted leads that were specific to my company at that time, pre-interviewed leads, so they were expecting my call, and local leads. I also bought leads that were 60 to 90 days old, the live movie leads where you got notified of the people that had just started watching a movie so you could call them right away, and none of it worked. The total number of leads I purchased was 1,431 with an average cost per lead of $6.18. Over the 7-month period, it equaled the average monthly cost of about $1,300 on the leads. Out of those over 1,400 leads, less than 10 scheduled a follow-up call, and none of them joined my business. So the total number sponsored, 0. Buying leads just doesn't work.
Doug, thank you. Next is Wendy Crick from Maryland. Wendy?
Michael, I spent well over $30,000 in advertising over 4.5 years. I had sponsored well over 100 people. I had only 5 active people. My wake-up call was when 3 of those 5 people quit within 1 week. They each explained that they couldn't keep investing. This is when I realized that people were getting hurt, and I did not like what I had become.
Wendy, thank you. Next is Judith May from Florida. Judith?
Yeah, Michael, I worked the business for about a year and a half, spent about $25,000 buying leads and in a lead co-op and buying the upline's promotional materials to go door to door, and sponsored one distributor, and they ended up quitting on me before the ink even dried. I asked, my sponsor what I was doing wrong, and all they could tell me was that I was just not doing enough, and that's why I wasn't having the success I deserved.
Thank you, Judith. Appreciate that. Terry Smith from Canada. Terry?
Yes, Michael. I purchased well over $25,000 in leads and promotional materials over a period of several years. I was told by the successful people in our company that buying targeted MLM leads was the fast way to build your business and make some serious money. You see, you only need 4 or 5 serious business builders to make it big. The people I called were either not interested or had pretended to be interested and were not there when I called them back. I followed a specific system, calling hours every day, day after day. It was exhausting. One lead prospect told me he had been called by 12 other people that same week. Another lady begged me to tell her how to get off the list that I called her from. She said she had been called nonstop for weeks. These leads cost anywhere from $1 to $5 and were sold as premium pre-interviewed leads. The final outcome for me was 0 sign-ups and 0 income. And of course, I was told that it was my fault because I just didn't call enough leads or I didn't follow the script's call system. I felt like a failure and a fool for spending and wasting tens of thousands of dollars of my family's income. I allowed myself to be deceived by those that I trusted in my upline. Buying leads to build your business is a scam. Don't do it.
Terry, thank you very much. Ernie Pernard in Iowa. Ernie?
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I was scammed. I was told by my upline, do what we do, and, well, you'll get what we got. They told me I needed to purchase leads, so I did. Over the course of the first month, I purchased $750 worth with no return. When confronted, I was told with the law of average, you would have to purchase more to find your success. They offered me a great deal, purchase $500 worth, and hey, we'll double it for you. So of course I did. They were just as bad as the first ones. Come to find out, at the top of my upline was a gentleman who bought his position with this company, who also owned a lead generation service. So now, $1,250 for leads, $2,000 for training, hundreds more in promotional material, grand total, $4,000 in less than 6 months. My return, $300, and that was all from my warm market. Nothing from the leads. So in retrospect, if I got what they got, they're sitting with a bunch of reconstituted, overdiluted leads. Scammed.
Ernie, thank you. Don Ryman from North Carolina. Don?
Yes, Michael. I spent $20,000 buying leads. My leads cost me $350 for 100. My upline suggested that I was to buy 4 at a time. That was a total of $1,400 that I needed to spend. These were pre-qualified leads that would come to me, and out of these 100 leads, I'd get about 20 people that I could speak to. I did sponsor people into my business, which none of them were doing the business. They could not duplicate, and they could not afford these leads. So therefore, I made zero profit from doing these leads. They don't work.
Thank you, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to drive this point home with you guys. Every person you heard here tonight, you know, I told you at the beginning of the call that 96% of your people are part-time people. These people you heard tonight are the 4%. These are the full-time professional network marketers. Ladies and gentlemen, if they can't do it, what do you think you can do if you're going to be trying to do it? You cannot do it. It is not possible. Every one of these brilliant people here, they wanted the dream. They were lied to. They were scammed. They were lied to. You know, they're using the proven Mentoring for Free system. They're spending $19.95 a month for the pro version of Mentoring for Free, and they are building their businesses and growing businesses. That's just amazing. It's the same system. I told you in the earlier video that I did that I built to the #1 presidential distributor in my network marketing company, 99% with the internet and the telephone. I've never bought a lead, and I've never made a list of friends and family. My neighbors don't have a clue what I do for a living. Ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that sent you on this audio to listen to this. I can tell you we can change your life. It's the truth, and you know when you do some research, you will find the truth is the truth is the truth. Thank you very much. Get back with the person that sent you this audio, and let's change your life.